Hello, and welcome to our video today. In this tutorial, I would like to introduce you to the validation report from the supplier's perspective. Today, we'll look at where can I find the validation report? How do I actually use the validation report?
What added value does it have for me? And how can I check the validation of individual items? To upload a new catalog version into the system, I go to Catalog Management, Hosted Catalogues. Choose the corresponding connection there. In the menu point, Work Version, I then select my preferred deployment method, in this case, an Excel file. I bring the Excel file in here to upload it. For this, I then click on Start File Upload. Now, I receive a notification text that the file is being processed, and I can go to the job overview to view the associated job. Under the section Attachments Output File, I then find the corresponding validation report. Here, I see how many items are in the catalog in total, how many of them are faulty, and how many are valid. In the results, I can display the exact description of the errors under the Errors section. In my case, it is that eClass 12.0 is not used, and that there are issues with the order unit field. If I now want to see how it is with the items, which items are affected, I go back under Catalog Management, Hosted Catalogues, then select my connection there. And in the menu Catalog Items, I now find a list of all in the catalog available items. I can also see here which ones are faulty. Then I can also filter everything with validation results and click on Item with Errors. And here I now have all the catalog items that encountered an error during the validation if they do not meet the validation rules of purchasing. I can also switch between the individual pages here, keeping an overview of all affected items. If I now click on Show Quick View, the item is displayed again in detail with all the information that was passed on. And at the very end, I see the result of the check. Here, I see that the field order unit is incorrect, and it violates the established requirements. The field includes an element that was not defined by purchasing. I scroll up now, look at order unit. I see it says PC here, and not PCE. I naturally need to adjust this. I'll click on Close now, and look at an item that has two errors. I'll click here again to show a quick view. Scroll down. Here I see again, on one hand, that the order unit field is incorrect, but also that the category version field does not comply with the established rules. Now, I will jump into my Excel and take a look at the data that I have entered here. In the field order unit, I see that there are items using PC and not PCE. I will adjust that here now. I'll do that right away for all items that have the value PC. And the second error I recognize from the validation report is that an incorrect E-class is used for some items. I'll now go to the field where E-class 11.1 is what has been used for some items. I also adjust the whole thing and then save the file. Now I want to upload the updated file. I go to the working version.
Select the Excel list. Drag the Excel file back in here.
Click on Start File Upload. And now, I go back to the respective job via the job overview, select it, and now I look at the validation report again. Now I see, of the 51 articles, 51 are error-free. However, I would like to do a double check. Then go back to Catalog Management, Hosted Catalogues, into the appropriate connection. Then go to the menu Catalog Items, and here I find all the catalog items again. As a precaution, I filter once more for item with errors. I find nothing. I can also specifically search for an item using a supplier number. I enter this here and here. The specific item is then displayed to me. I go into the detailed view again, check all my values here again that I have transferred. With one click on Freeze and Submit to Buyer, I can now transfer the catalogue to purchasing. We have now reached the end of this video. I hope to see you in one of the next videos.